Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dimples on Demand. I decided to film a video today because I am doing my first Cornershop order. Very new to me. I have been on the platform for a few months now, but I just never did it. So here I am picking up my first order. I figured why not document it, and we're gonna go in here together because I have no clue what to do. I do have they sent two cards. They sent two cards here. I don't even know which one to pay for, but it's not a lot of items. It's like 14 items, and I believe the pay is about $35, and the customer lives 1.1 mile from the store. So I'm going to go in the store right now. Hopefully it goes smoothly, and then I'll get back to you guys so you can hear my thoughts. So I just wanted to show you guys the app really quickly. There's actually nothing too fancy about it. When you are shopping for items, thank goodness they do provide you with photos, so you don't have to really toggle back and forth between Google and the app to get a picture of what the item looks like. So they show you a picture of the item along with the requested size. And once you select the correct item, you can just go through the motions in the app and you're able to move along to the next item. Once I locate all of the items and have completed the shopping trip, I do proceed through the app and you get a message stating that you can contact the customer with alternatives or skip that step. So during this trip, I was communicating with the shopper throughout, and the app, it kind of just prompts you to say, do you want to wait to see if the customer has responded to any alternatives? But I've already done that. So I proceeded to type that the customer confirmed the alternatives, but then I received this notification stating that he's reviewed the order and he okayed everything. This part right here kind of like threw me for a loop. I'm like, I don't understand. If I was communicating with him the whole shopping trip, then we had this message about alternatives, why do I have to go through this step again? But I learned to just push forward and you're able to just move along with the order. It's not a big deal. It was just a little confusing to me at first. Then finally you're done. You head to checkout. This little basket starts to shake and the app will actually prompt you to pay with one of those two cards that I showed you in the very beginning of this video. So that's a good thing. I didn't have to sit there and wonder, like, which card do I pay with? The app tells you what to do. So we had 2 cases of water, and then I bagged everything else separate. Once you pay, the app is then going to ask you to add the receipt just to confirm that you didn't buy your own things. So you're going to see me adding a picture of the receipt to this order. Here you're going to see me adding the total before taxes, and then it's going to ask for the total after taxes. All of this I think is a bit time consuming, but if this is what the app wants, then this is what it's going to get. Then you have to confirm which card you actually paid with. And here the app wants to know which bags you use to bag the customer's groceries and how many of those bags did you actually use. So from there, you actually navigate to the customer's home. This part is really not that important, but I wanted you to know that you can actually choose which map system you wanted to use. I chose Apple Maps because it was just easier for me. So I'm headed to drop off. Hey guys, I am back to close out the video and give you my final thoughts on the Cornershop app. So today, as you know, I did my first ever Cornershop order. And honestly, so there are things that I like about the app, and then there are things that I'm like, we need to clean this up a little bit. First of all, Cornershop is not everywhere. It is in, as far as my immediate areas, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and New Jersey, but areas like Jersey City. So today I had to go to Brooklyn, so I ended up taking my first order in Brooklyn. When I arrived in Brooklyn, I signed on when I was in Manhattan. I crossed over the bridge and I didn't get anything for maybe like 20 minutes. I did get my first order, and it sends you a notification that sounds like a typewriter. So what I like is that you can see at least where you're picking up from. You can see what supermarket you have to pick up the order from. And I believe it did tell me how many items, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like it told me how many items I had to pick up, which was fine. There was no countdown timer to kind of analyze those very few things that they revealed, which was good. You have the right to reject the order. Like, we should all have the right when doing these gig apps. And yeah, that was it. So that's what I liked about the app. It was no rush, no timer. You didn't feel pressured to accept right away. What I did not like was you have no idea what items you are picking up, which, the lack of transparency, I don't know why the apps do this, but I had no idea what I was picking up. So that is definitely a con for me, because I want to see, how do they know that I can actually handle the order? So they need to improve that. Also, you don't know where you're dropping off. And I think, like, I know that some apps, or most apps nowadays, for the most part, they do tell you where you're dropping off. If they don't come out and give you the address line for line, at least you know what neighborhood you're dropping off in. And you can kind of get a sense of what structures are around in that neighborhood. Is it going to be a high-rise building? Is it going to be a residential home? Is it a business? It just depends. With Cornershop, you have no clue. I had no clue. All I did was hope for the best. I accepted the order, and I had no clue what I was picking up or where I was dropping off to. I don't know. What I did like as a pro was that you are given like a snapshot of what the order payout would be. So the order that I took today, it said that I would make $35, which I thought was fine because I was only picking up 14 items, and the customer lived 1.1 miles away from the supermarket. So I was like, oh, I can do this. What I noticed is, I guess, syncing between the app itself and whatever navigation you're using, it wasn't taking me to the right supermarket. And it didn't make any sense. Even though the address was there, that link between the app and the map, whatever map I was using, and I tried them all. I tried Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, and it still was not giving me the correct pickup address. So that I didn't like. But yeah, I was able to see that I would have made $35. They have something called a multiplier, which is like a peak or a boost, whatever you want to call it, that they add to your overall payment. So that is great because, of course, that's an opportunity for you to make more money. I really, I think that this app has a lot of potential. As we know, they're underneath the Uber umbrella. The app needs a little bit of work, and that's fine. That's understandable because they are newer, but they need to clean some things up as far as ease of using the app. just the overall interface, everything just needs to look a little better. I found myself kind of confused by some of the wording or some of the instructions within the app. And I'm like, well, why would I do this if I already have done that? Like, I didn't like that at all. I did see 2 other shoppers in the store. So I'm happy to see that, oh, this is really a thing. Like, people are utilizing this app and they're making money. And I was able to speak with one guy. He was very nice. I had a few questions because, of course, I've never done this. And he helped me out. He's like, yeah, in the beginning, it is a bit different and stressful because just the way the app is set up. He said, but after a while, you get used to it. They do give you the 2 cards, which I'm not sure what the purpose of the 2 cards are. I have no idea. But at least the app tells you which cards to use during checkout. It must be something. I don't know why. I don't know why it's 2 cards, but just a word of advice, if you are going to do the Cornershop app, just make sure you walk with both cards because you never know which one they're going to tell you to use. Cornershop does give you their own bags. They want the groceries or whatever items you're picking up in their own branded bags. This store that I was shopping at, you had to pay for paper bags, which I don't care because I'm not paying for it anyway. But I did not go into the store with bags, but thank God that I had my wagon. So I was able to shop for all the items. I used the shopping cart. And when it was time to check out, I just transferred everything to my wagon, which I actually had to go back to the car to get. A good thing is I parked right across the street from the store. And it was a Sunday, so in Brooklyn, no meters, like everything is suspended. So that kind of alleviated some of the stress that I would have had if it was a regular day. So I brought my wagon in and I transferred the items from the cart to the wagon. And then I just wheeled the wagon to my car and then I proceeded to bag the groceries by the car and just load them into the car. So I guess it's a bit time consuming because now you have to, let's say I went to a supermarket that had bags. Now I have to like switch them from that supermarket's bag to the Cornershop bag, which takes up a lot of time. And then what about people that don't have a wagon? What do those people do? So my order had 2 cases of water, which I did not know that it contained 2 cases. It also had like some sparkling water bottles. And again, I'm grateful for the wagon because I was just able to put them in and take them to the car. What really terrified me was that, again, I didn't know where I was dropping off to. And you already know how Brooklyn is set up. Like, it's mostly, in this specific area, I was in Bed-Stuy. It's mostly apartment buildings. So I was just like, oh, I don't know. I'm worried, whatever. But it all worked out. I delivered to a brownstone. The customer came downstairs and he went on his merry way. So it worked out in that instance. Yeah, other than that, it wasn't a horrible experience. I would definitely like to complete more orders. What kind of shocked me was I received the tip. So you get a notification saying, oh, your customer has tipped you. Congratulations. And the customer himself tipped me $3. But the platform, Cornershop, I thought the pay was pretty good. So including the tip, I was paid like $41 and change, which is good. So with Cornershop, you get paid for picking and delivering, which is how Shipt used to be, in my opinion, or how Instacart used to be. Like, you used to get paid to shop and to deliver, but I feel like nowadays Instacart is only paying you to deliver. You can shop a order that has 10 items and an order that has 60 items, and Instacart is paying just about the same amount that they would. So you're not getting paid to shop, you're getting paid to deliver. So I was happy to see that there were 2 separate breakdowns of my earnings for doing the picking, as they call it, shopping. I don't like the term picking, and getting paid for delivery, and then the customer, of course, tips. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Cornershop app. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm excited to see where it goes. Hopefully it expands sooner rather than later. But for now, I'm putting the app on a shelf because, I don't know, there's some kinks that need to be worked out. But overall, I do think it's a good app. And if you guys have it available in your area, I say, why not? Go for it. It's just a new way to make, or it's a new app to use so you can make more money. And you know I love to multi-app. So yeah, I'm not counting this one out. I'm definitely going to come back to it. But for now, it's on the shelf. But I say 2 thumbs up. So yeah, thank you guys for coming back to this video. I know it was a little long and detailed because it was my first time using the app, and I wanted to make sure that you experienced whatever I was going through with me. So thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.